Just a slightly new setup. I hope that we're close enough to the mic. I think we might be. Well, I am, but that doesn't help. Or maybe I'll tilt it a tiny bit towards me. So this time, hello everyone, by the way. You don't have to listen to this bullshit that's setting up. Talking to lad Slather, bring you into the room. Please don't mock me so hurtfully straight off the bat. I've put the microphone above us so that you're not hunching over. Because I found myself, in the last one, had the posture of an 82-year-old. Well, lucky to be alive at that age. But I want to sit up straighter than that. So we've got the microphone above our heads. We didn't adjust the recording level last week, and some of you complained that it was a little quiet. So we're going to be on that. So Monkey, hello. Let's start. Nina and Monkey are chewing the fat and shooting the shit till it's dead. Yes, let's indeed start. So, how's shit? What's going on? What hit the fan this week? Large day for a mother happened this week. Yeah, big day for a mother happened this week. Her son is moving out, which is absolutely wonderful, but absolutely painful. And how are you now? Thank you, Monkey. Now I'm excited about it because it's moving into the next phase of finding things. You've got to get a pot plant. You've got to get some bookshelves. Yeah, I've got to get him in there and get it good and everything. You've got to get something to throw over that ghastly sofa. And so I've gone into that sort of mode. And now that, you get on the excitement, but she sobbed. I did. I sobbed. I sobbed when he told me. She cried. Isn't that terrible? Because you don't want to seem ever like a burden of a mum. Someone's going to cry when their kid tells them something. No, too late for that, Nina. That's what you are. A fucking kitty carty. Oh, and I hope not. I pulled back on it. Well, it's a demonstration of love. Jesus Christ, it's a guilt trip. It's the end of a time, isn't it, for me? Oh, fucking here she goes. It's not about you. It's not about me. And I know that. I do know that. Yeah, you gotta get on. Fucking get on the horse. What horse is this? This big fucking horse is a life horse. Get your foot in the stirrup, bitch, and hoist yourself on. I will. Ride it forward. Don't be standing around its back legs waiting for a kick. Ride it forward. Thank you for the metaphor, Monkey. Majestic animal. That life horse. Is it so? Yes, it is. And you don't look it in the mouth. Okay? You said lick it. Don't do that either. It won't like it. He's not about that, the life horse. Doesn't want your tongue anywhere. Get your foot in the stirrup and get on and fucking forward ho. All right. Thank you, Monkey. See how I cat taught you? You'd be some fucking bit of chewing gum on the ground if it wasn't for me. You'd be like some blob. I don't want you to say blob. It's absolutely unpronounceable. Well, it's the word I want. Well, you can't have it. You say it with your mouth. Blob. In my voice. Blob. Thank you. You can edit that in later. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to leave it there. You saying glog. You think I'm a glog on the ground? Yeah, just some kind of unthorned stuff that's kind of gloopy. Gloopy? Monkey, you keep choosing words that are impossible for me. Some, liquidiness on the ground. You gotta sung yourself up. Okay. Forward ho. Forward ho, indeed. Forward ho, everyone. So this is week 2, having stopped touring. You feeling unemployed? Well, I thought I was going to make a million changes. Now I don't think I actually am. I think it was just the feeling of finishing. So what are you going to turn your attention to now in this blank canvas of future? Well, I'm going to try and not rush into that, I think, is the thing. We've got this. Yeah, this isn't going to pay the bills. This is nice. We're in control of it. It's not, we don't have to answer to anyone. Yeah, I know, I don't want it all on me. I can't take this kind of burden. Fucking hell. Her kid's moving out. She already talks to me too much. Can you imagine how much it's going to be now? Fucking hell. And I would like to make the point clear to anybody who's listening that I don't talk to Monkey unless it's a podcast. Oh, now she's worried about how her mental health is coming across. Well, it's not something I just pick up and have a cozy chat with you. Anyway, you're about to shame anyone who does that. I don't shame anyone who does that. Listen, if I was truly alone, maybe I would talk to you, but I don't, because I have a life. Okay, fucking defensive, isn't she? I'm just wanting to just make that clear to everyone. I enjoy talking to Monkey. Oh, now she's slipping into the third person. But I don't do it unless it's, it's work. Oh, now that's hurtful. It's not hurtful. Wow. It is a weird relationship. It surely is. It really is. I mean, I put you on and you're there. I know. I try not to be sometimes. I can't help it. My existence is something beyond dispute at this point. It is beyond dispute. So, Monkey, tell me something about you. What do you want to do? I'd like a monthly gig in London. Would you really? Yeah, I want a monthly gig. Where? I don't know where. Not yet. But the Theatre to the Lathers once a month, and it sort of grows as it goes. I do like that idea, but we've only just stopped touring 5 minutes. Why don't we just cool it and work out what it is? You're going to write your book. We keep talking about this. No, I have no intention of bringing up a pen. I've read some very good books. Bernadette Evaristo and Abby Morgan's autobiographies. Fucking hell. Yeah, they're good. And I've just started reading Shy by Max Porter, which is an absolute gut punch from the word go. Well, if you're going to keep reading other people who can really fucking do it, you're never going to write yours. I'm looking at a book right now, actually, which is about ventriloquism, because I almost used it to sort of balance the microphone on. It's called Dumbstruck. You haven't read it. No, I don't read books on ventriloquism, Monkey. I'm not as interested as you think I am. I don't think you are interested. Anyway. No, it's been very interesting to have my life back from touring. I've been walking on the heath. She's been going to more yoga than you can imagine. I've been doing that. I've been reading a bit and parenting. And it's been really nice. But I want the monthly gig. You can have the monthly gig. And I haven't completely finished touring the Q&As for Sunlight. Sunlight is coming out on the 28th of November. And it is going to be on Amazon and Apple. This is true, and anybody can watch it. I mean, please do. In America, you can already watch it if we've got listeners in America. I never think of us having listeners in America. Wouldn't that be nice? Are you listening in America? Are you listening in Australia? Who are you all? Are you listening in the... I don't know what do you imagine the audience? I have no idea. I have no picture in my mind of who's listening. I mean, and where are they? Are they in the kitchen? Are they in the shower? Unlikely, Monkey, unlikely in the shower. It says hazard. I hope they're not in the shower. I don't think they are, and I don't think you need to worry about that. Maybe the bath. They might be, because that's less of a hazard. Maybe you're in the bath. Monkey, let's not go into the bath. You might be. Someone is. It's a kind of collective experience, this, isn't it? Because even though it's invisible, the listeners are connected to each other in a weird way, tethered by this unusual interest in a woman who talks to herself through a monkey. Well, we're all in it together, and we're very grateful to you. You can support us. Monkey, can you shush about that? We offer freely. But in huge gratitude if you do support us. Well, that would be nice. Patreon, what's the other one? Buzzsprout. No, Buzzsprout, you don't get the videos. YouTube and Patreon, you get the videos. No one wants the videos on a podcast. That's television, you know. I don't know. Sometimes you do things that are visibly kind of funny. Not now. Just sitting here staring into the distance. This week, Pauline Collins died. No, she's otherwise known often as Shirley Valentine. And she was a friend. I was very good friends with her daughter as a child. You still are. And we used to go... Well, I actually had a couple of holidays with that family. They took me to America when I was about 14. Maybe younger. I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't there. What were you like? I don't know. I'm wearing like a crop top and a miniskirt in the one photograph I have of that holiday on a balcony. And I really love Pauline. Tell us about Pauline. Who's Pauline? Well, you tell us. Pauline Collins, an actress. She was naughty. She was a little bit, wasn't she? She had a wrinkle in her nose that you knew she was up to mischief. She taught me a song. You're going to sing it. Who stole my maidenhead? Who? Oh, I don't want you to sing. Left me nearly dead. Who bit all my nipples to bits? Oh, God. Left me with two nippleless tits. Please stop. Who oh, God. I don't like this. My arches fall. Who? God. Broke my pelvic wall. Who? Oh, she just start. Crammed in bowls and all. You glorious you. Pauline Collins taught you that. Pauline Collins taught me that. It's actually quite hard, yeah. It's a story of abuse. It is, but sung very sweetly and with a smile, as they had to back in the 1920s. That was something she taught me when I was 14. Jesus Christ! But she was so lovely and funny and sweet and naughty and thoughtful. She taught you to astral travel. She did, continuing this endlessly esoteric theme, which I'm completely destroyed to find out you're such a hickey. I didn't know I was either till I started talking about things in this podcast. But Pauline Collins, when I was about 14, taught me how to astral travel. And it's not something I've ever managed to do. Once only. Once I felt like I was hovering. I'm sorry, you can probably hear the dryer as the washing machine has gone onto the skin cycle. Sorry if you can hear that. We're not terribly far away from it. What were we talking about? Astral travel. Yeah, I once felt like I was traveling over my grandparents' garden on a sort of dining chair. How far off the ground? Not terribly far. In fact, close enough. Oh, the skin cycle's really rocking it. About a metre or 2 meters, maybe, enough to see the flower beds and everything. How long does the skin cycle last? And I looked down and saw the grass, I saw the swing, and over the fence and on to the next garden, and I was there, and it was so vivid. It was vivid dreaming, living, waking dreaming, living dreaming, dead dreaming, what's that? Well, you're slipping into Shakespeare now. I was going to say that Pauline told me about that, and it was something to do. What she said was you had to sort of get the liminal state between waking and dreaming, something like that, and then you sort of placed yourself. I actually can't remember her instructions. Oh, that's why you only got into the Negus garden very fast, possibly less than 2 seconds, but in those 2 seconds, incredibly vivid. I mean, what is it to dream anyway? You know, we don't understand dreams. We don't know anything about them. And you have another friend who's very old now. I have a dear friend, an actress, who, in her own words, is nearing the end of her life. She's not ill. She's just old and very honest about it. And I love her very much. And she was talking about how she's getting all these memories in her head. Well, don't we all? No, monkey, we don't. And actually, I'm going to take you to visit her because she likes you. Really, in the real world, I'm going to get a visit. You bloody well are. What if she doesn't want it? She wants it. She said so. Yeah, but she doesn't know till she gets it. She truly wants it. We're doing it. Anyway, so we're, what? Hang on a minute. Now I just remembered that you'd got invited to go and Cawthorne for the lifers. For the lifers, I know. You're going to do that. Well, I don't know. We haven't got any material. Murderers, Nina. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, obviously, I want to get in there. Well, obviously, you do. I really do. Well, I have to think about it. Let me at it. I think it's dangerous. I want it. I know you do. I want it so bad. It's the only gig I want to play. You're sick. I am. I'm sick, and I want to do it. Why would you want to do a gig for murderers? Because different. I don't know why you would want to do that. Tough crowd. I want it. Honestly, how I do. I don't want it, Monkey. I'm scared. Why are you scared? Well, I have no idea who they are, what they've done, why we're here. It seems like some narcissistic exercise. My curiosity. I also don't like the fact they don't have freedom. You're overthinking it. You're really fucking, again, pissing on my party. I don't know. Seems like a narcissistic exercise. I think it requires certainly some careful thought, but I don't want you to just rule it out. Anyway, you're going to see Annie. And what I was going to say about Annie, she really goes off on sidetrack. If she does, she says herself, go off on sidetrack. My friend Annie is saying that I saw her yesterday and she was telling me that she does not know where these memories are coming from, but they are flooding thick and fast. Who's curating them? Well, she is. What part of her mind is curating them? We don't know. Isn't that weird? Because it's not the first time I've heard that somebody towards the end of life starts to experience memories from the past that they haven't had for a while. It is commonly talked about in the literature that I have read. Thank you for backing me up. I'm curious then where it's been stored in the meantime and how come suddenly there's a key to unlock it. Well, I'm not sure that memory behaves like a store cupboard. I don't think our memories exist in drawers. At least I heard that. You listened to that on a podcast about Jonathan Miller. Yes, he lost his memory before he died. On this podcast with Jonathan Miller, and I can't remember which one it was, they discussed memory, and we all presume that memory is a little bit like a library in the head filing system. Little bit of a filing system, like we imagine that bit is in there next to that bit. It might be, well, don't presume for everyone else. But memory isn't that. The brain isn't that. The brain is more like pathways, neural pathways, well, patterns, weather systems. Yes, like a journey along whatever pathways. And each time you have a memory, you kind of have to re-walk that pathway. So in a sense, you're recreating it. And is this why memory is not accurate? Because you recreate it. Yes, you kind of have to. You have to kind of go, I suppose, your neurons are firing along paths that they presume they did before. I don't know. How do they remember? How do the memories remember? Well, how does the brain even know to do that? Oh, she's coming unstuck now. I don't. Yeah, I am. She's come unstuck. Whenever I think about my brain too much, I get unstuck. But anyway, it's kind of nice to think that maybe towards the end of life we do get a little rerun, a little curated slideshow. Yeah, video show. And maybe that helps us know who we were. Well, why do you need to know that at the end? Or when better, Monkey? When better. But it's very sad to have lost Pauline. Because what a hoot. She was a hoot. She was a hoot. Rest in peace, Pauline. She's not, I don't think of her as resting in peace. I think of her as running through the fields, topless. Maybe. She's off. She's off in her rocket. She's off in her rocket. Yeah, she's out there. She's gone viral in the afterlife. She's gone energetically viral. You can hear us, Pauline. We love you. Okay, Mikey, I don't know about you talking to people on the other side. You didn't know what you were getting into when you started this podcast. No, I honestly didn't. I didn't. Weekly. I know, weekly. You do it for about an hour, half an hour. And that's like what you used to do with a therapist, and now you do it with me. I know. I just saw my therapist this week. Did you know? I did. I went to her for the first time in about in a year, maybe. I've stopped going to her maybe 3 years ago, but I go like once a year. It's a very slow weaning, Nina. And it was absolutely great to see her. I love her. You pay her. I do. You pay her. Don't get it confused with the real relationship. It's a real relationship, monkey. What you pay her. Yeah, it's not a friendship, but that because I pay her doesn't mean it's not a real relationship. We have a relationship. A bit one-sided, Nina, a little bit one-sided. You don't listen to her problems. Well, she doesn't pay me. One-sided. It's not a relationship. Yes, it is. Absolutely is. So the illusion of one. No, it's genuine, and I can tell it is. And how were you mentally? Had you slipped down a slippery slide into weirdness? I'm not going to talk about my therapy head. Fucking hell, monkey. You're swearing today. Singing and swearing and talking about death and gangery. Yeah, what's gotten into you? I've had a week off is what's gotten into me. I'd like to do roller skating, but I just gave my roller skates away to my cleaner. She got a cleaner, guys. What do you think of that? Monkey, once every 2 weeks. You wouldn't last a minute on roller skates. You'd break a hip. I don't know if I wasn't that frail yet. But I didn't think roller skating was really a very good idea. I bought them during lockdown. She rolled straight into a wall and screamed. I fell over a little. I didn't actually fall over, but I almost fell over a lot. And then I thought, whoa, lady, rein it in. Take off the wheels, lady, going too fast. Get back on the horse of life and forward hold. Nice little callback there, monkey. A horse of life on wheels. How about that? Let's put the horse of life on roller skates and see where he goes. Forward ho, nay. How did we get onto this? I'm not really sure. Anyway, not anyway. Don't do those changes as subject. I absolutely can't stand it. It's so fake. You have to sit in the awkwardness of not knowing what you're going to say next. Don't go anyway and be a big fat cunt. Okay, but it's strong, not strong. Right. Appropriate. Last week I was singing Pussycatus. That was fun. I want to sing that again. Didn't know it was a Pussycatus. 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 You got the words right this time. Thought it was a dojo. No, you've gone wrong again. What music to listen to this week? I've been listening to John Bryan, who wrote the soundtrack to Synecdoche, a brilliant and very weird film. I don't call it brilliant. I love it. I don't know why you love it. It's long-winded and fucking lacks a plot. Well, it doesn't bother me that it lacks a plot because the acting and is Philip Seymour Hoffman. The acting and the music and the sensibility of the thing is so bloody amazing. I mean, to expect a plot on top of that, yeah, that's greedy. I think it could have done with a tighter plot. I don't care, monkey. It's one of my favourite films. And the music, which was written by John Bryan, I find incredibly lovely to listen to. It's moody. It's moody shit, Nina. It is moody. Why do you like listening to such maudlin stuff? I don't know. It gives life texture. She's a fucking weirdo. I find it, I don't know, it provides, like, a feeling of a film. Little bit. Aren't we all guilty of that when we listen to music a bit? We like to walk around like we're in a fucking film. Yeah, a little bit. Your film is a little moody. Why so moody? You're a comedian. Chill out, bitch. Let me perform for the murderers. Fuck, man. Fuck. I don't know, monkey. I don't know. I went to see the Cézanne. Oh, now we're getting all high and mighty, are we? I went to a new gallery I've never been to before this week in London called the Courtauld Gallery. How was it? It's in Somerset House. I've never been. I never knew it was there. And it's really, really nice. They're doing cakes right now. Oh, what was his name, the artist? George something? I'm afraid I can't remember. But he does these cakes and you have to go and eat pie afterwards or cake. They've actually really, in the cafe, they've upped their game on cakes so that, because they know everyone has seen the gallery of the paintings of the cakes and they know that everybody's hungry for cake after that. Oh, on a cake, I know you do. On a long and drizzle. But the Cézanne paintings there make you want to go to mountains and trees like right the fuck now on the horse of life. Giddy up, forward hold. I mean, it's so beautiful, those Cézanne. And then I went to to Wigmore Hall on a whim. Who goes to the Wigmore Hall on a whim? What have you become since you stopped drinking? I remember you with like a midriff and a pint in your hand, and I used to suck the pint. You did back in the day on stage. And now you're going to Cezanne and the Wigmore Hall. The Wigmore Hall is quite a small concert venue, and I went to see a pianist there. Do you remember his name? No, neither. Might have been George as well. Did you go to a dog called George on your day of culture? Ah, man, I don't remember, but there was a pianist at the Wigmore Hall. He played Schumann, he played Debussy, he played Chopin. And I do not normally do this. She never does this. Okay, it's fusty as hell. Fusty as fuck. Everything is like red velvet seats, so tall seating. Tickets are not anything like as expensive as going to the theatre. They were £33 each. Really? So Debussy, Chopin and Schumann. And I went in and it starts. When it starts, it's serious. It's quiet. So quiet. It's like terrifying if anybody's left their phone on, and someone had. But not the bit I'm talking about. At the beginning, he sat at the piano still. He did not move. He did not lift his hands. The room was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. You could hear a wank monkey. It was so quiet. And he then placed his hands on the keys and waited another while. He waited another while. And then when he started playing, man, it was goosebumps. It was watery. It was watery. It was fluid. Like the individual notes, no chance was using the pedal. I don't think it was anything to do with the pedal. I think it was skill. His fingers rippled over those keys and it sounded unlike the piano. It was quite exciting. It was quite exciting. And then it went on a bit. Well, it didn't. Yeah, you got bored. Maybe I have a short attention span, but I loved it. Yeah, I think you started to think, when's the interval? Not as badly as I do in plays. And actually, I cherish it as a memory. I'm bloody glad I went. You're going to start doing that? Well, maybe I will. God, she's getting old. Well, listen, everybody who listens to this weird podcast, all I can say is thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. We offer freely, as we say, but with great cherishing and gratitude if you do support us. This is just a very unformed enterprise for which I'm grateful for you coming with us. It's a woman talking to herself, thinking she's not. I never forget I'm on my own, monkey. A little bit. I'm doing my thing. It's different from talking to myself. I'm practicing my art form. What am I, a fiddle? You are. Or fucking Stradivarius. And when I do this, I'm playing my violin, okay? Okay. Little defensive note to end on. Well, I know I lean into acting batshit because I think it's more interesting or whatever, but I'm actually okay. Very defensive at this point. So let's leave on that note. Yeah. And please ask us questions. You can at ninamonkeyspodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to come to a screening of Sunlight if you're anywhere near them. Lots of love to all of you. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely week.